welcome to another critique. Okay, so this again is a flash situation, and so many things in this picture are much brighter than they normally would be. Shadows are either very tight or almost non-existent. Let's go ahead and take a look at the source. Again, I'm so happy that there is a source that the person used, and so we have a chance to kind of see our reference and see some of the things that we might be able to catch. And there are a few structural things. Overall, it still captured the person, I think, quite well. But there are some things that, as I make sure that I don't have my photograph like this over here and my picture a different direction, I'm always trying to, again, keep my reference as parallel to my work as possible. And if I have been careful to lay out my, or be consistent with that and lay my picture, my drawing out with that same orientation as my reference, then I'm going to be able to take advantage of being able to see angles. As I look here, I see that this is bowed out, it's curved, and this one has an indentation in the forehead. You may be able to get away with this, but this also may be something that is very characteristic of this person. Now we have this that comes up here, and you'll see that there is a tone and a value here on the forehead. You'll see that there is a contour, but we have the start of it over here, and that's where that indentation is. So as you see it in the photo, we can go ahead and just eyeball this. A lot of opportunities for freehanding. This is one reason why I say, as you start doing some of this, you'll get better and better and better. And it won't be so intimidating. It's a lot different than freehanding the whole entire picture right off the bat. We have a chance to do little portions of it at a time. We have the indentation here. We have this contour. Everything gets darker as it goes to where there's less light, and this edge over here is a little darker than that. Remember, we want to accomplish contour in every opportunity we have. So as I treat it like the sphere, I'm going to come lighter, lighter, lighter as I come towards the light source. Now naturally, I can't make this terribly dark, but I would get this darker as it goes around behind his forehead. That's the logical place. It's going to where there is less light. So if I had a chance, I would come out here with a range. And even though this is all quite dark, I would try to show that there is a slight difference. There's a little darker here, and it comes out a little lighter over here. Let's go ahead and look at this. This is a line. I try to stay away from that all, as much as I possibly can. So let's go ahead and lighten that up a little bit. Probably not going to be able to get rid of it entirely, but it would probably dictate to you how dark your background's going to be. As you see in the photograph, it gets darker as it goes around behind. Okay, so anyway, we've gotten rid of this line to a degree. I want to come out here. We have texture here, so I'm not going to be able to mimic this entirely, but the idea and principle is what I'm trying to get after here. Okay, now there are a couple other things here in that if I look at this quickly, this is a jagged edge here, and this is all one tone here, at least enough so that I might just have the subliminal impression that there's no neck, or where is the shoulder, and you may think that some of those things aren't important, but also we don't have, if this is an edge of the neck, we don't have all of a sudden a jagged edge to a neck, so that isn't it. But it doesn't really say shadow edge. I think it's probably because of the flash that this is so harsh out here. But let's just see what we can do, where we can say, okay, this is the neck, this is what's past it. What's the ingredient we need to be able to go past something? We have to have something that's a clean edge. And now we're going to come out here and make sure that we've said this is the shirt going back behind there. So we're going to make this soft so we know that it's receding into the dark. Another opportunity for you is to take advantage of something like this when you have stripes and realize there's that rule that I've mentioned before. Everything gets darker when it goes to where there's less light. So if we have darker bands out here, I can take advantage of that and have those recede into the dark as well. This helps us be able to feel that that's continuing on into a darker area. Let's go ahead and explain this too. Instead of having this just be one edge, let's go ahead and say, oh, this is a little bit of a recession underneath the shirt here as well. So here we're looking past his neck and looking into and underneath his shirt. Over here we're looking past his neck and the shirt collar continues going around, so we want to be able to softly bring this out. Alright, now over here we have a harsh shadow again. Let's go ahead and take, and this is from the flash, the harsh shadow tends to be very, very rigid and all the same width, just like a big band. And remember, we can take some liberties. This is one of the places I want you to take some liberties, because we can take that out of that static, hard line that's almost all the same. So now we could do the same thing. If I want to suggest that something goes underneath there and stops, we have these stripes again. Remember the barrel, how light works. That demonstration, I think, probably is very, very similar to this. But it helps me, again, establish that something is getting darker as it goes in behind the collar.